a little controversy is brewing. And one that you may have had this discussion in your family and your household. I grew up with the fake tree, the artificial. Let me say a nicer word. The artificial Christmas tree. And we're not very far. And I know people have already, maybe you have already put up your Christmas tree. We're going to put ours up. I'll probably put the one in the bedroom up maybe even this weekend. It is artificial. But the main Christmas tree in the house is real.
It's a real one. It's got that smell.
Yes. And if you have allergies, totally get it.
Yeah.
But I am a big proponent of the real tree. I can't take care of a real one in my bedroom and the dining room
of the house.
Yeah. And so, so you typically, Ninja, have a real tree.
Yeah, I grew up with a real tree, and I've always been like, nah, real tree or it ain't it.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason this year, I'm considering, and past me would slap me in the face. I'd be like, what are you doing right now? Considering getting a fake one.
Why?
It's cheaper, more cost effective, because you can keep it.
Yeah.
And that's really mainly it.
So, I think you answered your own question.
Yeah, that's really mainly it. Because it's like, baby.
But the baby's going to get in. Well, he's only 4 months, so he's not quite to that point yet.
Yeah, he's mainly there for the lights. Like, let me look at the lights.
Right. So that's fake or real.
But I'm also kind of lazy. Like, do I want to go out and pick one?
Yes, that's the whole experience. And you dress him up and you...
that would be cute.
See, I'm making... Because
now, I don't know now. I'm confused.
Scott, artificial, real.
Well, I love a real tree. I've never had one because my wife has allergies.
Oh, no.
See?
But one, what I did one year?
Huh.
I tried to trick her. I went out and bought, because I love the smell of a tree, I went out and bought these ornaments that smell like a real tree,
Hey.
And I tried to hide a couple of them in the tree. First day, what is that smell? What is that smell? And it was starting to bother her, even the fake real tree smell ornaments.
Interesting.
So we do the fake trees, artificial trees.
Yeah.
So even if it was a candle, it would mess with her?
I don't know. She's very sensitive, so I don't know if the candle would bother her, but
I never think the candles
real
smell
tree
right.
would.
They never
Yeah, they
smell.
don't.
No, not like the real thing.
No, because I went, to the place that has all the candles. Bath and Body Works. So I'm in there the other day and taking the lid off, and it's like, real Christmas tree. I don't know what it's called. So I'm like, no.
Evergreen.
No, it does not smell right.
Yeah.
So I say real tree. Scott, only because of allergies.
I'm going to live through you and say real because I want a real tree. Can't have one, so go for the real one.
Okay, so maybe we're keeping Ninja on team real.
I'm on the fence again. Teresa had a really great idea. She said get a fake tree and then go and support a church or a school, the ones that sell the wreaths, the real wreaths, and then you put that by your tree so you get the smell still.
Okay, and that's obviously if you don't have allergies and that kind of thing. Okay, so going to the My HISRadio app, which you can use as well. If you don't have the app, just download it for free. And that little open mic feature, you're going to see that little microphone at the bottom. You got about 30 seconds, and we'd love to hear from you on the open mic.
I love a real tree, and when I was younger, it was tradition to go out looking for a real tree, went to multiple lots. However, I now have an artificial tree for cost reasons. I just don't have the extra $100 or more to spend on a tree to throw away.
That is so true. That is so true. So I have the artificial tree in the bedroom, and it's rose gold.
Cute.
I know. It's
like
so pretty.
It's very Lizz.
It is very, yes. But I got it like at Walmart last year or 2 years ago, $20. $20. And so, yes, much more cost effective to do the artificial tree. And I know that trees were crazy expensive, the live ones last year.
Real trees, I love real trees. Grew up on fake trees or artificial. Now that we have a brood of children, we have real trees. It is always an experience. Some memories we look back and laugh at because of mistakes of being made, of cutting the trees too small or getting it too big of a tree. It is a great experience. So real tree all the way.
Okay, so team real.
I got some team fakes over here.
Okay,
or
go ahead.
Artificials.
Artificial.
Yes,
We're trying to be nice.
Artificials. Megan said the last 7 years they've got an artificial tree and they just spray it with the Fraser for air freshener.
Does it smell the same though? And I'm just
It
asking
works
because
for
I
them
don't
for
know.
7 years,
Right.
so
I just wonder. And if that works, okay.
Yeah, if it works for you.
Yeah.
I got another artificial for Team Artificial. Caitlin said they've grown up with the artificial ones, but also she just can't keep a plant alive for longer than a week.
No green thumb there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. All right. So right now we're kind of leaning, majority is ruling here. Team Artificial. Okay, going back to the open mic on the My HISRadio app.
When our kids were younger, we would always go to a tree farm and let the kids pick out the tree. And one year, our youngest picked out the biggest, tallest tree. And we brought it home and everybody decorated. And we had hot chocolate and we put the gifts underneath. And the next morning, we were all so excited, ran and turned on the lights. And there were little baby spiders, hundreds of baby spiders crawling all in the tree. And until last year, we never bought another real tree.
That would scar me too.
I think we're on Team Artificial. Here's an open mic.
I used to have an artificial tree, but my cats destroyed it. So the last 2 years, I've been hanging all of my decorations around the ceiling and across the top of the wall.
I love that so much. She's decorating the ceilings and the walls, but you do what you got to do.
Yes. Angela said she grew up on artificial trees and was the unofficial tree fluffer. But
Yes.
now that she has her own place, she has a real tree. But this would be great for artificial and real trees. But she puts out a pet fence around the tree to keep the pets out of trouble.
I've always had real trees all growing up. We always enjoyed the experience of going out and getting them. And now we own a Christmas tree farm in Henderson. So going to have to go for real on this one.
Yeah, I guess if you own a Christmas tree farm, you kind of got to do the real thing. John, are they going to be more expensive this year?